Chitty up, bow. Welcome back. Today I have Charlie here helping me out. I want to show you a couple of situations of how you can also apply the inside block and outside block that you learned in this belt curriculum for something else than the forms. So we're going to get into a fighting stance. This is called a closed fighting stance because him and I are assuming the exact same position. My left leg is forward, his left leg is forward. We're going to begin with an inside block applications. So if they're throwing a lead hand body jab punch, for example, you can use your rear hand to block his punch, and then you can follow with a rib cage attack and the head attack. So that's one easy application. If they're throwing a cross punch with the rear hand, you would block with your lead hand this way, and that opens up his rib cage and then head. Follow real nice and quick. Now if we're in the open stance situation, switch your legs, where my right leg is forward, his left leg is forward, you got to switch things around. If he's throwing an attack with his lead hand, you're blocking with your lead hand. And again, follow, boom, boom. If they're throwing an attack with the rear hand, you're blocking with your rear hand. And again, follow with the rib cage and the head. Now let's take a look at some of the applications of an outside block. So same situation, switch your legs. We're in a closed stance position. Now if they're throwing a lead hand jab punch to your body, you're blocking with your lead hand. After you block, the rib cage is exposed. You can attack the rib cage, but at the same time, because my hand is already here, I can establish control. I attack the rib cage, establish control. I can attack their head, or I can bring them down. I haven't taught you yet how to do joint manipulations and things of that nature, but that's just one example. Now if we're in a closed stance, switch legs, and they throw a cross punch to the body. Again, I can use an outside block, attack the rib cage or the head, or establish control and bring them down. If we're in an open stance, my right leg is forward, his left leg is forward. And this is a little less favorable situation for an outside block, because if they're throwing lead hand punch, I need to block with my left hand, which takes more time. But still you can do it. Attack the rib cage, establish control, or attack the head. If they're throwing rear hand in this situation, block with an outside block, rib cage, head, control, bring them down. So those were just quick, real examples of how you could possibly use the outside block and then inside block in an actual situation, other than doing it in a form. Now, as you notice, at the same time you're incorporating your cross punch, because there's different positions that demands you to do the cross punch, like I showed you there. You're also incorporating the jab punch and things of that nature, but what you want to pay attention is what opens up. If he throws a punch and I happen to block it one way or another, or if I grab a hold of it, his rib cage opens up, the side of his face opens up. So attack what's called the holes, or attack what are the opportunity for you to attack. What's the most exposed, direct, and simplest target, from your hand to their face, or from your hand to their rib cage in the situations that I just showed. Hopefully that makes sense. Those are just a few quick situations just to give you a general idea of how else or where else you can apply the inside block and outside block. There are many more other situations, but I just wanted to give you a little taste of what you can do with what you've already learned. That's it for now. Cheerio. Bow.